All right, DramaCast crew, buckle up because we're kicking things off with a seismic shift in the digital world. The US and China are reportedly on the verge of a framework deal for TikTok, potentially changing ownership of the massive app. President Donald Trump and President Xi Jinping are even set to speak this Friday to confirm the details. Next up, we've got major moves happening at the heart of American finance. The Senate has just confirmed a key pick for the Federal Reserve under the Trump administration, a decision that could ripple through the economy for years to come. And speaking of shakeups, there's a legal battle unfolding that's blocking the removal of Lisa Cook from her position. This appeals court ruling is creating waves, and we're breaking down exactly what it means. Finally, we're circling back to that potential TikTok bombshell with President Donald Trump hinting at a deal after very productive trade talks with China. And yes, he's set to speak with Xi Jinping on Friday. Stick around, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and join the DramaCast conversation. TikTok's future hangs in the balance as US and China near framework deal. This is huge. After months of tense negotiations, US and Chinese officials have announced they've reached a framework agreement regarding the ownership of the incredibly popular short video app, TikTok. This potential deal, which could see the app switch to US-controlled ownership, is set to be confirmed in a crucial call between US President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping this Friday. This breakthrough comes at a critical time, offering a rare moment of de-escalation in the ongoing trade war between the world's two largest economies. The deadline of September 17, which threatened to disrupt TikTok's operations in the US, reportedly pushed Chinese negotiators towards this agreement. US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent indicated that this deadline could be extended by 90 days to allow for the finalization of the deal, though he remained tight-lipped about specific terms. Bessent emphasized that while the US is focused on national security, Chinese negotiators are keen on preserving the app's cultural aspects. President Trump himself hinted at the development on his Truth Social platform, stating, "A deal was also reached on a certain company that young people in our country very much wanted to save. They will be very happy. I will be speaking to President Xi on Friday." However, this isn't the first time a TikTok deal has been announced, with a previous attempt in March ultimately falling through. Any final agreement will likely require approval from a Republican-controlled Congress, which has expressed deep concerns about potential data access by the Chinese government. The app boasts 170 million US users, and its fate has been a hot topic, with Trump himself crediting the app for helping his re-election campaign. Could this be the deal that finally satisfies both sides, or are there more hurdles ahead? We'll keep you updated, but first, get ready for some major financial news shaking up Washington. Federal Reserve shakeup. Senate confirms Trump nominee amidst other key decisions. A significant development in U.S. economic policy has just occurred as the Senate has confirmed a key nominee chosen by President Trump for the Federal Reserve. This confirmation is a major step, potentially shaping the future direction of monetary policy and economic stability. The Federal Reserve, often referred to as the Fed, plays a critical role in managing the nation's economy by setting interest rates and overseeing the banking system. The appointment of new governors, especially those with a particular economic philosophy, can have far-reaching effects on inflation, employment, and overall market conditions. This confirmation signals a shift or reinforcement of the Fed's approach under the current administration's economic agenda. This move comes amidst a complex political and economic landscape, where the Fed's decisions are closely watched by markets and policymakers alike. The confirmation of this nominee will be analyzed for its implications on future interest rate decisions and the broader economic outlook. But the news from Washington doesn't stop there. We've got a legal twist that's preventing a key Senate pick from being removed. Find out who and why right after this. Appeals court blocks removal of Lisa Cook, preserving Senate confirmation. In a surprising legal turn, an appeals court has issued a ruling that blocks the removal of Lisa Cook, a significant figure whose confirmation by the Senate has been a point of discussion. This decision intervenes in what could have been a major setback for her position. Lisa Cook's confirmation to her role has been a notable event, and this court ruling means she will continue in her capacity, defying attempts to oust her. The specifics of the legal challenge and the court's reasoning are crucial for understanding the implications of this decision on her tenure and potentially on broader political appointments. This development has sparked conversations about the checks and balances within the political system and the role of the judiciary in overseeing executive and legislative actions. Public and stakeholder reactions are likely to be varied, depending on their stance on Cook's appointment and the legal arguments presented. This legal drama is certainly one to watch, but before we wrap up today's top stories, we're heading back to the world of tech and international relations. Get ready for the latest on that potential TikTok deal. Trump hints at TikTok deal success after very well trade talks with China. President Donald Trump has given a strong indication that a breakthrough has been achieved in the ongoing trade negotiations with China, specifically mentioning a positive outcome for the controversial short video app, TikTok. This comes after trade talks that Trump described as having gone very well. In a social media post, Trump stated that the trade meetings were concluding shortly and had been very well. He further elaborated that an agreement was reached concerning a certain company that young people in our country very much wanted to save, a clear reference to TikTok. He expressed optimism, saying, "They will be very happy," and confirmed he would be speaking with Chinese President Xi Jinping on Friday to finalize details, maintaining that the relationship remains a very strong one. This development follows years of U.S. national security concerns over TikTok's Chinese ownership, with fears that Beijing could compel parent company ByteDance to share user data. Previous attempts by the U.S. to ban or force a sale of the app have faced significant legal and political obstacles. While Chinese officials have not yet officially confirmed Trump's remarks or any agreement, senior U.S. officials have indicated that a framework is in place to address Washington's security concerns. U.S. negotiator Greer described the TikTok issue as challenging and prickly, and Treasury Secretary Bessent confirmed a framework agreement on TikTok during trade talks in Madrid, though commercial terms remain undisclosed and await the Trump-side call. The app, developed by ByteDance, has seen meteoric growth, becoming a global leader in short-form video. Its powerful recommendation algorithm and cultural impact have made it a subject of intense scrutiny, especially given Chinese national security laws. The potential deal signifies a critical juncture in U.S.-China tech relations. This is a developing story with major implications for global tech and diplomacy. What will Friday's call with Xi Jinping bring? Stay tuned to DramaCast for all the updates. All right, DramaCast fam, let's do a lightning recap. We saw a potential framework deal emerge for TikTok between the U.S. and China, with Trump and Xi set to speak. The Senate confirmed a Trump-fed pick, and a court ruling blocked the removal of Lisa Cook. That's a lot of drama. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to DramaCast for all your breaking news, ring that notification bell so you never miss an update, and hit us up in the comments with your thoughts. Plus, follow us on all our socials for even more exclusive content. We'll see you next time.